All right, more coming in from Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. In a fresh barb at India, Justin Trudeau reiterates India's role behind Khalistani terrorist Nijjar's killing. Now, Trudeau says that this raises deep concerns with India. In fact, in an elaborate comment, Trudeau says that it's dangerous for everyone if bigger countries can violate international law without consequences, almost reiterating his stance that the Indian government is behind Nijjar's murder. He said this before, hasn't gone down well with India. India has asked for proof. There's no substantial evidence that Justin Trudeau has presented, and yet goes on to reiterate the same words, that it's dangerous for the world if big countries violate international law without consequences. Let's hear it.
We have been very, very clear that we want to work constructively with India on this very serious matter. From the very beginning, we shared the real allegations that we are deeply, deeply concerned about, but we have reached out to the Indian government and to partners around the world to get to the bottom of this, to take it seriously. That's why we were so disappointed when India violated the Vienna Convention and arbitrarily revoked the diplomatic immunity of over 40 Canadian diplomats in India.
All right, let me cut across to our Foreign Affairs editor, Geeta Mohan, who's tracking this story very closely. Geeta, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau reiterating his stance at a time when he's faced a lot of criticism, not just from India, of course, many other global leaders for making allegations without substantial evidence. Justin Trudeau goes on to assert that big countries, referring to India, violating international law without consequences, that poses a big problem for everyone.
Absolutely. The fact that the question that was posed was on the investigations and if there's any evidence. Justin Trudeau did not really speak about the evidence, but reiterated Canada's position. And it's a strong remark that he made. He's gone ahead and spoken about the fact that might cannot always be right, and that he's working with his allies to a question on whether there'll be more pressure. He said that they are trying to ensure that their allies work with them to bring to justice the killers of Nijjar. But the fact of the matter is that this certainly means that there is no thought now that we'll see in ties in the coming days, and that problems between India and Canada could only rise, tensions between the two countries could only rise, with the Prime Minister saying that there has been contravention of the Vienna Convention, something that India has rejected in the past and has already reiterated that there has been no violation of any international norm. But 40 diplomats leaving India is a huge blow to Canada, and Trudeau certainly upping the ante over here when it comes to Nijjar's killings, and the fact that, again, saying that India needs to cooperate on that front.